Hi, I'm Michael Wargo, Team Pilot with FMS, and today is another installment in the How to Get Started in RC series. This particular video is going to be the stage right after you've learned and you've flown and you've soloed. We're going to teach you how to fly and how to practice and what to practice. So here we go. We're going to try to learn to make better takeoffs. That means don't yank back on the elevator and make it jump up in the air. This is much easier on a concrete runway than this grass. But what we're going to try and do is make the plane take off very smooth and controlled. And it should look like this. Jumped up a little bit. But now the idea for getting proficient enough to fly comfortably and not just shaking the whole time is to learn how to turn and put the plane where you want it. A very unfortunate part of this when you're a beginner is that when you start off, basically the plane is flying you and you're reacting to it. You have to learn to fly the airplane, to guide it where you want it. I'm going to make a turn. I'm going to come across the runway. I'm going to make another turn and I'm going to fly right in front of us. See, it's very possible to fly the plane exactly where you want it to go, but that takes practice. So what we're going to practice is flying in a racetrack pattern. So we're going to fly perpendicular to the runway. We're going to make a banked turn, level off right there, and we're flying parallel to the runway again. If we want to fly a bigger racetrack, when we get to the other side, we can turn, level off, and fly straight again. To have a four-bank turn. Bank again, fly straight, level off, fly straight, just parallel with the runway. And what we're doing right now is we're trying to learn to guide the aircraft and put it exactly where we want it. Because something that you don't feel yet, because you're just getting to the point where you can fly it and be happy to bring it down, but we can even touch the wheels down right in front of us, just like that. So that comes with practice and experience. So the key to getting this experience is to fly this pattern, make the turns, fly down the runway, and if you feel a little brave, you can let the plane come down and fly a little lower. And even do what I just did, which is a touch and go. Doing touch and goes are a big part of learning to fly a full-scale aircraft, and it's a big part of learning to fly RC aircraft. And what I do suggest you do is practice touch and goes. Practice getting the runway down, the plane down to the runway. The lower you get, make sure you're just ready to add some power again. Touch and back up again. It's an extremely important skill, flying the plane right down to the ground. The last thing I want to tell you about learning to fly in a controlled fashion, and this is the next thing, is to practice turning in both directions. And this is my favorite thing to teach beginners or people just trying to learn to fly jets or anything like that. And that is do exactly what I'm doing. You can do it at any altitude you're comfortable. I'm flying a figure eight. If you practice this figure eight and can keep that aircraft in control, you can fly anywhere, you can land anywhere. You can actually do this in a really confined space. One of the challenges I give to the student pilots or people just learning is see how tight you can make that figure eight. Because with a plane like this, you can really make that figure eight pretty tight and fast. And the more comfortable you are with it, the better. If you can get comfortable with that maneuver and doing touch and goes, you are ready to just enjoy your RC career, and you are no longer a beginner. You're an experienced pilot who can get the plane safely up and down and enjoy flying the aircraft. From here, your next stage that I'm going to cover on the next video is how to just start to get started doing aerobatics. Because to be honest with you, it's a lot of fun to do things like, this is a loop. We can do aileron rolls, things like that. And we'll teach you how to do these maneuvers on the next video. I'm landing. I'm guiding the plane exactly where I want it, and we're going to put it down literally right in front of us. Just learning how to control the aircraft, and watch, we're going to set it down right in front of us again. That's done through practice and experience.